The moment the man took his wife's death certificate, he immediately ordered the recall of all shares in her name. He then rushed to the government office to process her cancellation of household registration. He was determined to erase her legal identity from the world entirely. The clerk double-checked. "Are you sure? Once cancelled, it can never be restored." His eyes firm, he didn't hesitate. Cancel it. He was unwavering for a reason. He knew full well his wife wasn't dead. This was just a fake death scheme she plotted with his sisters-in-law to elope with her lover. In his past life, he'd fallen for their lies. After her death, he transferred all her shares to his sisters-in-law and remained celibate for life, loyal to his late wife. It wasn't until his old age that he uncovered the truth, dying in endless grief and resentment from the betrayal. But when he opened his eyes again, he'd been reborn to the exact moment his wife faked her death in a cliff fall. True to his past, his two sisters-in-law showed up with share transfer papers, demanding he sign her stocks over to them. Memories of his tragic past flashed, and a cold glint crossed his eyes. This time, he'd never let them manipulate him. They'd pay for what they'd done. He refused outright. "Since my wife is deceased, her shares belong to the company. Outsiders have no claim." He called his assistant immediately. "Gather all documents. We're processing her household registration cancellation now." The sisters-in-law froze, then rushed forward, accusing him. "My sister just passed away, and you're grabbing her shares? Have you no conscience?" He ignored their ranting, turning away from the hospital room and heading straight to the government office. Just as the clerk lifted the stamp to finalize the cancellation, the sisters-in-law burst in. "Stop that stamp! Who authorized this?" they snapped, their tone commanding and entitled. Their arrogance struck him as absurd. He remembered how his father had taken the three sisters in from an orphanage as child brides. He treated them like family, yet they'd repaid his kindness by making a fool of him. "Know your place," he warned coldly. "Follow the rules here. Don't act out." He handed the papers to the clerk, gesturing to stamp them. The sisters-in-law watched helplessly as the stamp fell. Their sister's identity was gone. As he prepared to leave, one of their phones rang. It was the dead wife, stuck at the airport boarding gate, unable to leave the country without valid ID. A cold smile tugged at his lips when he heard the call. But his sister-in-law lied brazenly. "Don't worry, sis, we'll fix this." She hung up and blocked his path. Before they could speak, he cut them off. "I'll issue a notice declaring my wife deceased, and I'll be publicly seeking a new wife." The sisters-in-law exploded. "My sister just died, and you're remarrying? Do you want her to haunt you forever?" He slapped one across the face before she finished. "My decisions aren't up for your questioning," he said icily. Deludedly, the sisters-in-law thought he was forcing them to marry him. "We'd rather die than marry you," they spat, storming off. When his father heard about the public search for a wife, he immediately recommended a candidate. The man opened the envelope and froze at the name. The Jung family's eldest daughter. A flood of memories hit him. In his past life, he'd insisted on remaining loyal to his late wife, and Miss Jung had stayed unmarried her whole life, caring for him without any title. This time, he vowed silently he'd make it right. He'd give her the family she deserved. The day Miss Jung returned from abroad, he drove to the airport to pick her up. Then a figure appeared before him. He looked up, stunned, and blurted out, "You're alive?"